Welcome back, everybody, to the Mullet River Sprint Track. I'm your host, Shannon BR, broadcasting from the home of Down Squad Racing. The craziness of F1 versus station wagons continues today with Group 2 of Round 2. A chance to go to the finals. We already have 4 cars headed to the finals out of Group 1. There's going to be at least 3 more, maybe 4 more today. The finals are going to be nuts with how many cars are in it, but that's what we do here at the Mullet River Sprint Track. Let's meet today's drivers. From Uncle Elvis Racing, we have Sawyer in the station wagon and Rowan in the F1 car. Numbskull Racing, we got Skull in the station wagon and Numb in the F1 car. Then we go to our teams that are only represented by one driver. This is Skipper from Rust Belt Racing with that giant blue head. She is a fan favorite. Then let's head over to Shoddy's Diecast, and that is Shoddy in the wagon there. Maybe I'm just realizing that maybe it's Scotty's Diecast, and he's from Germany. I don't know. We're gonna go with Shoddy. Hopefully we got it right. Here are the rules of the race. Once again, just a reminder that all ties are decided by team points. If there is a tie between teammates, it is decided by how you finished. Meaning if you finish first more times than the other person, you get to move on. Well, let's get this kicked off here, everybody. Here's grid 1. Grid 1? Wow, let's try that again. Here's the grid for lap 1. Rowan and Shoddy up front. Skull and Numb in the middle. Skipper and Sawyer will be in row 3. Rowan will have that pole position for lap 1. You gotta take advantage of that if you're gonna score points here. Here we go. Rowan takes him down to the carousel, gets the whole shot. That's Shoddy right behind him, challenging through Champ's corner, and it looks like Shoddy got a little loose going into Champ's corner, and Skull got right behind him. Let's find out what happens here. If you keep an eye on Numb, he started 4th. He's the blue F1 car. He flies off the track going down the hill. He ends up down in the hard left. Everybody else gets through the hard left and through Hank 10, through Phil Collins pretty decently. Shoddy does get a little sideways heading through Champ's corner, but holds that on for second. Your finishing order is Rowan, Shoddy, Skull, Sawyer, and then Skipper with that big giant blue head. Let's head on over to lap 2 grid. Shoddy will be up front with that pole position with Numb next to Shoddy. Rowan and Sawyer will be in the middle. Skull and Skipper will be in row 3. Your current leader is Rowan with 6 points. Shoddy right behind him with 5. Here we go with lap 2. Shoddy and Numb just even heading down to the carousel. Shoddy gets the whole shot, and then he flips in the Hank 10 corner. Rowan challenging Numb for second, and Shoddy gets launched in the air at the finish line. He was upside down since the Hank 10 corner. Here are the replays. Head down the hill, everyone looks pretty decent. Everybody gets to the hard left okay, but here is Shoddy just bouncing around, flips it in the Hank 10. That's when Rowan challenges Numb, but that is Shoddy just blocking Rowan from getting by. Coming out of Champ's corner here, Numb and Rowan are right next to each other. I don't know what happens here. Oh, Shoddy hit the finish line. And I believe Numb got first place, Rowan got second. I always say there's a mosh pit at the finish line, but this is the first time we've seen someone get body toss or crowd surfing past the finish line. It is Numb in first, Rowan in second, Sawyer in third. That is Skull got 4th, Shoddy got 5th, and Skipper got 6th. They're saying Shoddy broke the line before Skipper did. That was really close. I thought Skipper almost got 4th place there. Your leader going into lap 3 is Rowan. Numb and Sawyer will be in the front row. The craziness goes on here. Let's go with lap 3. That is Numb in your pole position, heading down with Sawyer right next to him. Numb gets a great lead. Gets the whole shot, heading through Phil Collins' corner, through Champs. Sawyer takes second. That was Skipper blocking the rest of the pack. I think Skipper got 3rd. We got to see who got 4th. Here's the crew heading through the carousel, and that's when Numb just takes off down the hill. Gets a great lead coming through the hard left. Skull spins it, but does finish backwards. That gives Rowan a chance to catch up to him. Heading through here. Oh, look at what a great save by Sawyer. He almost lost it in the Phil Collins corner and still almost caught up to Numb. Coming through the carousel, just grabbing some speed. You can see Skipper blocking, and that is Skipper, and then Shoddy. I'm not sure who got 5th here. And they're going to give it to Skull. Skull was just in front of Rowan there. Here is your lap 4 grid. That is Sawyer up front in pole position. He is tied for first with Numb and Rowan. Next to Sawyer in the front will be Skipper. Skipper does need some points here. That big giant blue head needs to get on the move. Here is Sawyer heading on down to the carousel, and Numb gets by Skipper already. Skipper flips coming out of the hard left. Numb cannot catch up to Sawyer. Sawyer takes first. Numb and Skull from Numb Skull Racing takes second and third. As we take a look at Shoddy here in the champ's corner, he just could not make it to the finish. Let's find out what happened, because Skipper just gets flipped coming out of the hard left. Oh, that is Numb pushing Skipper off the track before they even hit that hard left corner. Everybody does get by Skipper, but it takes a while for these guys in the back. That is Rowan just blocking Shoddy. Rowan does finish the lap, but Shoddy cannot get out of the champ's corner, doesn't have enough speed. Your finishing order for lap 4 is Sawyer, Numb, Skull, and then coming in late was Rowan. Here's your lap 5 grid. Skipper is on the pole. It might be a little bit too late for Skipper. Skull is up there with her. Skull needs points as well. Sawyer is your leader with 18 points. Numb right behind him with 17. Here's lap 5. Skipper takes him down to the carousel. That is Skull challenging from the outside. Skull gets the whole shot. That is Sawyer that flipped over, and that's only Skull and Skipper that finished the lap. And out of nowhere comes Numb. I'll tell you what, Numbskull Racing has just got a horseshoe with them today, because they got luck in finishing these laps. That is Sawyer, and then there is Shoddy again with another DNF. Here's the replay. If you watch Shoddy here, he actually flips it going down the hill, just coming out of that carousel. Sawyer tries to block his own teammate and Numb, but gets bullied and pushed over, and that is when Numb gets by. Uncle Elvis Racing, the entire team down in the pits, is scratching their head why Sawyer would take Rowan out. I bet there's going to be a conversation after this race. Your finishing order after lap 5 is Skull and Skipper both getting some much needed points, and here comes Numb just slowly coming through, but gets third place points as well. Here is the grid for lap 6, last lap, last chance to get to the finals. Numb is your current leader with 21 points. Teammate Skull with 19 points, Sawyer with 18 points. Shoddy is already out of this. Skipper needs a prayer. Rowan needs a couple DNFs in front of him and a bunch of luck. Let's see what happens here in lap 6. That is Skull out front, and Rowan getting a great launch. Skull does get the whole shot and takes off. Rowan gets sideways, causes a little chaos, but will finish second with Skipper in third. We know that Skull is going. Numb finished fourth, I believe. Let's find out what happened here. Rowan does get sideways, blocking on down the hill. I'm blocking down the hill! Sorry, I just had a Stranger Things moment right there. Skipper does pass Shoddy between the Hank 10 corner and the Phil Collins corner. Skipper did have speed, but could not catch Rowan. Here is your finishing order for lap 6. Let's find out who goes to the finals. It's Skull, Rowan, Skipper, Shoddy, Sawyer, Numb. All 6 cars finish lap 6. That is Skull taking it with 25 points, Numb with 22. Sawyer and Rowan, believe it or not, were tied. 20 points each, but Sawyer is going to go on to the finals. Tough day for Skipper and Shoddy. Both got stuck in traffic. They're out for the rest of it, but you know what? They were great cars. We loved having them here. Can't wait to have them back again. Here are your final points for the teams, and that's not the current teams that we just saw race. Somebody fire the scorecard guy. Congratulations to Numb, Skull, and Sawyer for moving on. Here are the team points real quick. It's Numbskull with 47, Uncle Elvis Racing with 39, Rust Belt Racing with 16, Shoddy's Diecast with 13. Join us next time for the third and final group to find out who else is going to the finals. Thanks for watching today. This is Shannon BR saying, the Mullet River Sprint Track, the choice of a new generation. We'll see you next time, everybody.